It's me, Main Technology Wala. Once again, in front of you, that I am an SEO expert. Uh, YouTube, my specialties also specialties in YouTube automation, social media marketing, and there are many fields which I am exploring now. There's like a AI coding, and recently I am a head of global abundance organization, and also, as you know that every day we have an special guest, and today I can say that there in front of me and also in front of you there one and special of special guest. Yeah, I waited for him a lot of time because his time was her time was very precious for me and also for you when you will listen to her. Uh, Once again, I am just giving you a simple and brief or the a very beautiful introduction of her very whom I am inspired. Also, hope you will be inspired. So today I have the honor of speaking with an extraordinary woman, Deb Crier, the founder of Resilient Survivor and bold chief advocate and unwavering warrior behind trying not to die. Her courage, strength, and voice have inspired thousands in the fight of survival and advocacy. It's privilege to welcome her, Miss Deb Trier. So I will also request you to give you a simple describe you introduction in front of my audience.
Well, Maureen, hi. I am so honored to be a guest on your program. We're going to have a great conversation today. As you mentioned, I do several things, not as many as you. Holy cow! Oh my! But yeah, so I own my own business. It's a company called Wise Women Communications, and it is a full service marketing firm. It is virtual and has been for over 20 years. And so I love doing that. I do have my own podcast. It's the Business Power Hour. And so you can find it everywhere, but it's thebusinesspowerhour.com. And I've done over 1,000 episodes. Obviously, those tend to focus on business with a name like that. But I enjoy having guests from around the world and sharing their knowledge with my audience. And then I also, as you mentioned, started trying not to die.live. And that is based on my own experience as a cancer survivor. I've had cancer 3 different times. And so it is to help others who are on a journey with cancer. And we've been doing that now for about 3 years.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your introduction and telling me everything about you. And before uh, uh, going further to our question and answer session, so that's why I will request you to just I'm from a villager side, so that's why I have an internet problem. So please, I request you whenever I face this situation. So please,
And it could be my side also. So
okay, okay, ma'am.
even though I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, which is, a very, very big area, yeah, we still have internet problems.
Okay, okay. It means we both are facing same situations.
Mhm, mhm.
Okay, okay, ma'am. My first question from you, that what inspired you to start trying not to die live?
So it was my business coach. And I encourage everyone, and I know that you work with students, but I encourage anyone to get a mentor, a business coach. Doesn't matter what age you are, it's never too early to start. And so my business coach, it knew my entire history of my journey. And she told me, she said, you need to use what you have personally gone through to help others. And I didn't wanna do that. That was not business related, and I thought, "Well, do people even care?" right? Did they want to know what was going on with me? But she convinced me, and others did too, that it would be good to help others. And so we started it, and it's all an online community. We have a Facebook group, website, things like that. But it is, it's to provide assistance to somebody who is dealing with having cancer. And and so yeah, I think it's me. I think my internet is unstable. Sorry about that.
No, no, no.
But yeah, so we started trying not to die.live as a way to help people who are dealing with cancer. And the primary goal, it's all an online community. And the goal is that it's that you know that you are in charge, not your doctors, not your family, not anyone like that. But then we provide information to them, and then they make the decisions. Everyone is going to decide differently how they want to proceed and what type of treatments they're going to have, all of those various things. It's also for family and friends who don't know what to do or what to say. And so what happens is they don't say anything, and then we think they don't care. And so sometimes the easiest thing is just to say, I'm sorry you're going through this. And but it's all about how are we going to get through this together, because we shouldn't be doing it alone.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for this. And your that's why I hear and many podcasts of the people whom you are discussing more things, and I also inspired from you that I decided to podcast with you also. So that's why hope it will be more beneficial for me today in today's podcast, and I want to learn a lot from you, ma'am. As you are also a business woman, so
Mhm,
at what age you started the business? And
mhm. So I started my business, as I said, almost probably 25 years ago. So before you were even alive. And I had been with a very large organization, a big multinational corporation, and uh, decided to, that I was going to go out on my own. And what happened was they actually hired me back part time. And so it made me think, maybe companies don't need marketing services, website design, all of those various things. Maybe they don't need a full-time employee for those. And this was before we had the gig economy and a lot of freelancers and things like that. And so I started Wise Women Communications under the concept, and it's still the way it works today, that we go in and we do just the projects that they need. So they don't have to hire a full-time person. And so we do website design, we do marketing, we do public relations. I do a lot of social media for my clients. And but then but we become part of their team, but we're not a full-time employee. So very much just like a consultant or a freelancer, but I just have a larger organization to do that.
that's incredible, ma'am. That's incredible. And
Well, and anybody can do that. I mean, that's the thing now, especially with the internet and technology, is we can do so much. And now one person can do so many things because of AI and things like that. And of course, it's changing every day. Just in the last 2 years, it's been incredible. So like you went through everything at the start that you do. That's you as a person. You're able to do all of those tasks, items. You've got all those skills. And a lot of that is because of AI, and it's only going to get better.
Yes, ma'am. And also AI changed everything, and it is
Mhm,
very user friendly. And if but mostly people in my side, or maybe in every country, they have the fear about the AI. Just they are
mhm,
thinking about AI will replace the jobs, and
mhm.
they are not working on AI. Just
Right.
they have in mind, and they are just thinking that AI will replace her job,
Mhm,
their jobs, and lots of thinking they are in
mhm,
mind. So that's why people are not doing, why people are not working on
mhm,
AI without they are thinking that AI will replace
mhm,
their job. If
mhm,
they will work on AI, if they will learn on AI, maybe they save their jobs. So
mhm,
it is why people have this kind of mind. And my other question, mostly people have also fear when they are starting a business. My father is also from them. So
mm,
when I am saying about to start our business, any kind of, just they he's thinking only about the loss, not about the
mm,
profit. So how
mhm,
can I
mhm.
change his mind?
Well, he's being very wise, but it is, we do need to plan for the profit, and so it's kind of a mutual thing. The first thing is to even make sure that what he wants to do is something somebody wants to buy. It's sometimes we think, "Oh, this is great and this is wonderful," but there's not a market for it. So, and then help me, do the research, find out what other people are charging, and make sure that it is, that you have that your father has the business set up well to start with. There's all sorts of, here in the United States, we do have to follow specific procedures. We have to register with the state, all sorts of things like that. But really have a good, strong budget. But your budget is just part of a business plan, and then a marketing plan is part of that business plan also. And I tell you, AI is getting to where it will do an awful lot of that for you. So you can do that and then help him with it to be able to show that it is something that he can do. And maybe, maybe not something full time, but start with it, like, like so many people do, and then transition into doing it full time, or only do it part time. But yeah, do the research, and then do the planning. Have a business plan, have a marketing plan, and then go forward with that. But don't, I think one of the things a lot of people make a mistake about is they spend too much of their own money, and then that gets very scary. So really, it's okay to go slow, but make sure that you've done all the planning.
Yes, ma'am. And I will also try yours what you tell me about,
Mhm,
and I will apply these things. And also, as you know that I am also related with technology, AI,
mhm,
or the SEO, social media marketing, and the other thing. And also, why we decided to start the global abundance organization. My aim was that I will teach the every I will teach, or the my aim was to learn everyone technology to
mhm,
get the financial freedom,
mhm,
to remove the poverty from the whole world. If I can do from here, and many people, we are
mhm,
also working with and podcast within
mhm,
other countries, and we are
mhm,
making the head of that country. So uh, that's why we also start. So uh, i I will do this is my aim, and I will complete this, and I will do this more positivity. So
mhm,
mostly people are thinking this kind of things are negativity. They are spreading negativity, and I want to spread positivity in
Mhm.
every mind. So
Mhm.
how can you help me and give me tips, or the methods that I spread positivity and I make the people positive mind
Mhm.
so they can start? Because
Mhm.
before they are starting, they have the fear about any loss or any other things. They are not starting. Even
Mhm.
in the age of AI, they are not
Mhm.
using AI because they have a fear what
Mhm.
AI will do,
Mhm.
what not even about the AI. If every technology comes and at
Mhm.
any time, mostly in our side or the in Pakistan, maybe in the whole world, it is doing this kind of thing. But
Mhm.
in my area, my Pakistan, that people are have the lot of fear about this kind of. And
Mhm.
whenever they going to start, times is going out, and they just going backward still, and they have
Mhm.
the I think, what can I say, that they have the still are the procrastinate about these things. So how I can remove, how can
Mhm.
I make the people positive and remove
Mhm.
from its procrastination?
Right. Well, you're very right. People are afraid of AI, and they are afraid that they will lose their jobs. And I think we see that more with older people who aren't used to using technology as much. But to me, I always tell them it is just a tool. It's a tool like a computer was a tool, like your smartphone is a tool. And it still needs the person to be doing it. But what it's doing is it is making things easier for us, which then makes it faster. I do a lot of my writing using AI. Now, I'll write something and then I go through and I personalize it. So it's for me, because AI might have used a word that I wouldn't normally use, or things like that. And but I think, we all need to remember it's natural to be afraid of change. People just don't like change, and AI is a big change. And I think part of the issue is that it is come on so quickly. And so, when we have these changes that happen so fast, it is scary. And so, just reassure people and know that they're going to be afraid, and that's okay. Fear means that we're thinking, right? We're not just jumping into
Yes.
things. We're thinking about it first. And so, but we don't want to get stuck there. So maybe, just kind of work with them, show them how it's a tool, but how there's always a person who is running it. Now, who knows what the future will bring, but for right now, that is it. It's just, you know, when I was your age, I just barely used a computer. They just weren't that common. We didn't really have them a lot. And I learned, that it was a great thing, but it took a while to convince people, hey, this is something you need to do. But I think the other thing is, if people aren't, and it depends obviously on what their job is, what their industry is. If they're not embracing at least AI in a small degree, then they could get left behind, because there will be other people, just like any other job skill, who know how to do it better than they do. So it's okay to be afraid and be cautious, but then go ahead and try using it.
Yes, ma'am. And you told me one point that people are overthinker, and overthinking maybe it is
Mhm,
very uh, dangerous. I
mhm,
think that it is very dangerous, or overthinking is very dangerous.
mhm.
So,
Right.
ma'am, we are using AI. Well, mostly people, if we are leaving the who people who are not using now, and we are
Mhm,
going towards who people they are using the AI. And
mhm,
mostly people, what they are totally depending upon the AI. They are not
mhm,
using the creativity. just they are
Right.
asking questions from AI. And
Mhm.
what, and it is very, I think, m- they also of many people are also afraid from this kind of the AI will lost its creativity. And
Mhm.
people who they are using, they are also totally depending upon the AI. They are just
Mhm.
asking, they are not defining.
Right.
Because we
Mhm.
have to,
Mhm.
we have, when we have to question from the AI, any
Mhm.
ChatGPT or any
Mhm.
other tool, and we have to work over it, we have to ask from in detail.
Right.
Not just we are just
Mhm.
focusing on just one line, and
Mhm.
we
Mhm.
are thinking that
Mhm.
AI will give us
Mhm.
answer. So what you are saying about that kind of person, maybe it is very typical for them, and maybe it's lost
Mhm.
their creativity on
Mhm.
for that persons.
Mhm. Right. And I find it makes me more creative because
Yes.
rather than struggling over, say, an initial draft of something, AI can do it and then I can go from there. Where I might have spent hours or not even done it trying to get something done. And then I can take the AI and go. And I also, it to me, like I said, it's a tool, and so you should be having kind of a conversation with it. And I know that's a scary thought for people, but I will say, to Chat GPT, this is what I want to do. Here is what I want from you. Do you have enough information? And then it will tell me yes or no. And then then it does whatever. And but then and it will say, you know do you want me to make this more professional? Do you want this in a more personal tone? So then I can have it do that. And now if it's, one or two sentences, probably not a big deal. But if it's, paragraphs, I'm having it work.
Oh, I think ma'am have internet problem. She will come and will continue. Okay, she's
Technology. Here we're
yes.
talking about technology. We keep having these issues. I love it. I love it. Um, so where was I? What did you hear last?
Ma'am, we was about the creativity when we are asking from any AI tool.
Yeah, and so I kind of have a conversation with it, and I know that's where people get scared, because it does seem pretty real, and but it's just like you would have a conversation with a person. You would say, "I want you to do this," then they're going to do it, and then you're going to go back and forth before you get the final product. But it is allowing me to do things much more quickly because it's taking some of the initial work and doing it, and then I don't have to do it.
Yes, and already, if we are closing our eyes and
Mhm,
just we are opening our eyes, and
mhm,
we are watching that new AI tools are discovering,
mhm,
and it
mhm,
is AI is growing fastly,
mhm, mhm.
growing so much fast. So
Right.
that's why everyone, I think, even his kid or adult or the
Mhm,
60 or the 70 or
mhm,
the 100 years old, they have to use the AI.
mhm.
Because
Right.
AI have your knowledge, AI have my
Mhm,
knowledge, AI have
mhm.
the Elon Musk knowledge.
Everybody's.
Everybody's
Mhm,
AI have
mhm,
everybody's knowledge.
mhm.
AI is.
I've lost you again. You're back. Can you hear me?
Technology, ma'am. Yes, yes, this is technology.
I know, I know. And it's Friday. So, yeah.
Yes, yes, ma'am. This is time is going on, and
Mhm,
ma'am, in last, I am just request you that you have to uh, give some points or tell some point my audience that maybe it's one line can your one line or the words can change their life.
you can do it. Don't let anybody tell you you cannot do whatever it is that you want to do. You can do it.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And it's every people mostly. You also already told me that they are the overthinker and
Mhm,
overthinking. They are not taking action. So
mhm,
mostly people have depressed from this kind of thing. They are not taking action, and
mhm,
depression is the
mhm.
part of their life. So
Right.
that's why you are this point and you told the about a whole audience that you can do it and they can do it. I can
Mhm,
do it. Everyone can do it if they take action. Thank you so much,
mhm.
ma'am. Once again,
Thank you. Thank
for
you, Maureen.
it's honor for me that you are having us having here in my podcast, and I learned a lot from you. What why uh, I was thinking of in start that I have to podcast with you,
Mhm,
and
mhm.
it is I learned more than what I expect from you.
Well, thank you. And I've learned from you also.
thank, thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. And you have to, everyone. We are ending our podcast, and you have to learn focusing on yourself, and you can do it. If you have to not be an overthinker, you have to just think and take an action about
Mhm,
anything what you want. You have to learn the AI. You but you have to create yourself, not totally depend upon the AI.
mhm.
Just put
Right.
your one niche and work for it, and you will be successful. Just
Mhm,
do it, take action. Your success in your hands. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much for listening our podcast, and thank you so much once again, ma'am, for having here. God bless you always.